Julian Kelly, who's the NHS chief financial officer, has said that the Chancellor of the Exchequer, Jeremy Hunt, has to produce about 1.1 billion, 1.2 billion pounds for the in the autumn statement, and this will cover the cost of cancelling 1.2 million operations and appointments which are blamed on the strike action. The Health Secretary, Steve Barclay, is going to push the Chancellor in with tough discussions in the Treasury, and these are taking place at this moment. So even before the strikes took place, even before the strikes began, the NHS was in serious trouble. And I think the NHS budget is about £166 billion a year. That was up £42 billion on the 2019-2020 costs. So the NHS is now costing a staggering amount of money to run, and if anybody's been through the NHS, they will know that it's not being run very effectively. And part of that is because, I suggest it's because the bureaucrats running the NHS are broadly incompetent, and many of them should be moved aside, and we should trim down our bureaucracy of the NHS to try to save money. Instead, the bureaucrats seem to have almost inevitable and certain tenure, while nurses and doctors are shredded or leave the NHS because of misery and feeling that it's not doing its job. So the government will be able to crow that it is backing the NHS with record funding. It is, of course, also effectively breaking the NHS by ignoring the strikes and by failing to support the people who are doing the real work. The only people who are secure in the NHS are the bureaucrats, and they foul up and foul up and foul up as long as they're happy. And so the government, the Treasury, can say, well, ahead of this winter, we're committing an extra 200 million to boost the NHS's resilience and to make sure that we're protecting people as the nights get colder. But it's not going to have that much effect, I'm afraid. The NHS needs significantly more money, and it needs an overhaul in the way it's run. It needs its bureaucrats trimming.